Taurus, September. So, Taurus, you have Uranus in your sign. It's been in your sign for a while. It's at 27 degrees of Taurus. So, remember, Uranus is the planet that rules, one of the co-rulers of the sign Aquarius. And it's known for kind of unpredictable, out of the blue, wow energy, often associated with a lightning bolt, okay, associated with the Tower card that breaks things down, right? The lightning bolt hits the building, breaks apart a structure. I find the Tower card often comes in when sometimes we know that something needs to change, but we're just not ready or willing or able to make the change. And that's when the Tower comes in, and it actually doesn't feel like it at the time, but it actually helps us out. Okay, because it helps break things apart, maybe that we were too afraid to do. So there's this energy here that things can come up out of the blue for you, Taurus, and these can be positive things. I want you to envision these being positive things, especially as Pluto moves back into Capricorn this month. You are trining Pluto in this earth sign of Capricorn. You are an earth sign, Taurus. Capricorn's an earth sign. You make a beautiful, smooth trine together. So Pluto in Capricorn wants to also help break things down, right? It's almost like the Tower moment hits, and then Pluto almost kind of like breaks apart the rubble and makes it back into dirt and regenerates. Okay, so there's regenerating energy here for you. You also have a trine this month until the 22nd of the month, with the sun being in the earth sign of Virgo. So that can really help you get things organized. It's almost like the Tower moment hits, the pieces fall apart. Virgo's there to help you organize what you need, what you don't need, and Pluto's there to break it back down and to regenerate things for you. Okay, so I see a lot of regeneration for you is the key word. Now, Mercury will also be in the sign of Virgo, right? Because it's returning to the sign of Virgo after being in its retrograde in Leo. So now you can really get things in order, all this earth energy this month as we move towards the end of the month with a grand earth trine. So you can really get things in motion, get grounded, get clear, get organized, get ready. Also, Uranus can bring in amazing things. Like, you know, a lot of times we just think of the negative that Uranus can do. What about the positive? It rules new ideas and new technology and new people, new sphere of influence, large groups of people, new technology, new opportunities. There's wow moments here for you, Taurus. Wow moments, okay? And regeneration. There's also themes of financial success. There's themes of collaboration. There's themes of just financial gain. Okay, so I would take it if I were you, Taurus. Envision all that working out really well for you. Now, I did a pre-reading for you just to get clear on what I needed to tell you here. And your first card is this beautiful Three of Cups, okay? This has eclipse vibes to me. And this has three, like collaborating with others. Three of emotion could be female friend groups, right? Three of Cups, this is traditionally called. More people that are coming in to aid you. And I really do think it's more female energy, okay? Or more feminine energy. Doesn't have to be female, it's just feminine, creative, emotionally satisfying energy. All right. Now, your next card is the Four of Pentacles from the Everyday Witch, and it says, treat yourself to something shiny every now and again. Now, Taurus, I don't think you have any problem with treating yourself to something shiny because, Taurus, you are ruled by Venus, and Venus rules all those shiny things like jewelry, and beautiful things, okay? So 4 is a pause number. Interesting that it's like 3 to 4. These are like foundation numbers, okay? You're growing something. Now, don't forget to treat yourself. It's really great for you to be saving, but there's also, it's almost like if you save enough so that you have spending money, right? So you feel emotionally good when you do spend money. Now, your third card in the pre-reading is from the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, and it's the Knight of Blades, traditionally called the Knight of Swords, okay? So you want to make sure that you're not jumping into big decisions like a major haircut, right? Because the Knight of Swords is full speed ahead, doesn't always think about everything. And Taurus, often, a lot of Taurus have planets in Gemini. So this could be sometimes, I'm a Gemini moon. I don't always think everything through. Sometimes it can get a little sloppy. So just be careful about your decision making. Make sure you do your research, especially when it comes to hairdressers. All right. So this is your pre-reading. Now we're going to go into a live reading here and see what you need to know this month, Taurus. Working with a couple different decks here, the Everyday Witch, the Muse. Oh, I'm not the Everyday Witch, the Everyday Enchantment, the Cozy Witch, the Muse. We're also going to use some Golden Art Nouveau and this beautiful, beautiful Solitary Witch Oracle back here. All right, so let's see what you need to know this month, Taurus. 10 of Swords, hurt people, and hurt witches, 10 of Swords. Okay, what does the bottle say? I think it says curses. All right. Now she's kind of bottling things up. Looks like she's been unpacking this box. 10 of Swords. So, yeah, 10 of Swords is usually somebody with a bunch of swords in their back. Looks, I don't know, I get jealous vibes from this. I get really jealous vibes. And it's underneath the 3 of Emotions, which looks like supportive women. They have like goddess energy, so they are, secure in themselves, okay? But then you've got like insecure people coming in below this card. And so just be aware that not everyone... I feel like with Taurus, not everyone's going to like you because they're going to be jealous of you. Like if I could be any sign, you hear me say this a lot. If I could be any sign, I think I'd be a Taurus because it's grounded, it's beautiful, it's solid, and it's ruled by Venus, right? So maybe some people look at you with envy. So maybe some people don't have the best intentions for you, but that's because they're down on themselves. But you need to be aware of that. So I would make sure that you're burning some sage around you. You may even want to use elements of the evil eye, which is a protection, okay, to bounce people's envy back off of you. Now, card number 2 is Strength. And look at this woman in red sitting on top of this lion, okay? And again, I keep getting these vibes that like, there's a beautiful, confident, strong woman, okay? She's not afraid. She shows up. Got a lot of like full moon eclipse vibes to all this, which is happening this month. And I get a lot of confident female energy, okay? Confident energy, confident feminine energy. Show up, wear red, and protect yourself from the haters. Card number 3, the 4 of Blades, the 4 of Swords. It's interesting how like there's this nest of what I think might be badgers underneath his tent. He doesn't really see it, right? He doesn't really understand. I mean, badgers, I don't think they're very friendly. So it's almost like you set up camp and you have some creatures near you that don't have the best intentions for you, okay? So you have to be very, very careful who you choose to work with, who you choose to give your time and energy to. And I would just be working on some protection. And I don't mean it like in a negative, like I don't mean it in a scary way, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say energetically, you need to protect your precious sacred energy, okay? And there's a lot of people, stupid people out there who just want to talk garbage or be jealous and wish you ill will, okay? So please use forms of protection. That could be sage, that can be the evil eye, that can be envisioning white light around you, clearing, and so that you're safe and secure, okay? And don't have people's energy working against you. All right, now let's go week by week here. We're going to use these beautiful Golden Art Nouveau Tarot minis, and we will pull one for each week here for you, Taurus. Let's see what you need to know this big month of September. And your first card for week 1 is the 4 of Pentacles. I already had said something about saving, right? Oh, that's because the 4 of Pentacles came up here too. Same card. Okay. So it's kind of like hold on to what's yours. Don't make any rash decisions, because like rash decisions end up in this situation, like the Knight of Swords back there, where maybe we regret that haircut. So save, make it a game. And it's almost like also protecting what's yours, what's valuable, what you're growing. Okay. Week 2, we have a Page of Cups here, and it's kind of young energy, like a young kid energy. There's a cup being offered, a little bit of playful energy, but I get like an immature vibe. Okay. And I think it keeps going back to that gossip thing to me. Week 4, we have the Knight of Pentacles showing up. Okay, so interesting. If you're looking for love, it looks like it gets more mature as we get towards the 3rd week of September. So you've got a lot of suitors around, let's put it like that. One that's finally arriving that might be worth it. And here's the Star card. How beautiful. Aquarian energy. This is, let's see, we had 2 major arcana show up in the reading. The Star card here on week 4 and the Strength card right there in the center of it all. Okay, this is an Aquarian card. Hopes, dreams, bigger picture. Sometimes a little bit uncomfortable because there's been like a purge that's been going on. So keep purging yourself of other people's energy, other people's expectations, other people's like, almost get the vibe like somebody asks you out and you say no and they're like, who the heck do you think you are? That kind of vibe. Let those people go. Make space because something of value is coming your way. All right. That's the vibe that I'm getting from this. Okay. Let me give you an oracle card as a theme here. Actually, we're going to save that oracle card to the end. We'll put that right there. Now, we're going to read it right now. All right. Oracle card, self-initiation. Interesting. Self-initiation. Card number 14. Now, I'm just going to look that one up for you because I'm not quite sure what they're trying to say there with self-initiation. Obviously, you don't need others to be initiated. She knew that when the time came, she would do without others like her around. She had worked hard for a year and a day, tested herself, and she could sense the world with accuracy. She was able to tune into fire, the water, the air, the earth. Could she blend the herbs into a healing ointment? Could she open her arms to the energy of the wild green world and channel it so that it flowed to where she needed it? She sat beneath the light of the full moon and began to understand the moods and shades of her energy, followed the path of the sun. She learned how to increase energies, how to make them smaller and smaller until they were no longer of any harm. After all this, it came time to choose her path, and she already knew where it would be. She chose the time and that place and left it to the universe to send her the witness to this moment that would transcend so many others in her life. She chose to make the path of the solitary witch her own path. She wrote the words, memorized them carefully, and chose the spell to cast. And so she dedicated herself to the goddess, to the path, to the universe, to the service of others, to the fulfillment of her own soul's purpose. She took on a new name that, for now, only she would know. How beautiful. It says the meaning is a choice, a path to choose, a ceremony to commit to a choice. She's committing to herself. She's committing to Mother Earth, which you are, Taurus. You are Mother Earth. And she knows how to increase energies and how to make them smaller. So she's not going to be affected by other people's jealousy. Okay, what a beautiful card that is. All right, now, what we're going to do next is we're going to give you some dates, okay? Now, I had some special requests to use charms more in the readings. So I am going to get my charms out, my dice out, and I'm going to give you some dates that are important for you in the month of September, okay? So let's see what we got. I got my big bowl, big punch bowl charms, and let's see what we've got for you. And where is my dice? Here's my dice. Okay, so interesting, this spoon fell out. I was going to use the spoon to scoop charms, but obviously that doesn't work. But this huge, beautiful spoon up at the top of September feels very magical. Look at the crystal on it. This is from our shop in Kent, Connecticut. And so it's almost like you're being fed, but with this royal spoon, this silver spoon. Okay, isn't that an expression of wealth? Now, up at the top, we've got the word A-R-E-R. And we have a lot of A's here. A-Z-A-O-R-O-M. Got the word room. I've got definitely getting the word room and silver spoon. You've got a bunch of presents up here, which you like, Taurus. Now, we've got a lot of energy here around the 4th, and it also goes into the 11th, okay? This is a little unicorn. No, is it a unicorn? Yeah, it's a unicorn and then a mushroom, okay? Both considered kind of magical. You got some magical energy September 4th and September 11th. Now, on the 12th, what is this little thing? This is a bear on the 12th, okay? So there's a lot of power here. There's a lot of magic in this. We've also got the word more, okay? More room, silver spoon, more room, more gifts, more magic, okay? Now, I've got the word roar, and you had this lion here, okay? More room to roar. More room for your self-expression, more gifts that you have to share with the world. I also have the word zoo and the word zoom. Now, down on the bottom here, got this little person. This looks like a guy. He's just showing up here at the bottom. We saw a lot of like suitors around for you too. Over here, we have a little crown that fell to the side. Okay, a little royalty crown. And the word fly. Okay, so it's almost like flying first class with this crown, fly. All right, so that kind of went off to the side, but it's still showing up here for you. All right, now you rolled Saturn, Scorpio, 6th house. Saturn, Scorpio. Saturn's the rules, the responsibilities, the obligations, and Scorpio is deep power, transformation, and change. It has themes of other people's money and combined monies. So there's things here about hard work, financial success, and then the 6th house. 6th house is Virgo's house. We're in Virgo season. We know that Virgo season is trining you. So there's making more room, making more space for your gifts, okay? A lot of magic there on the 4th and the 11th. Now, let's look at more power days based off your dice. We rolled Saturn, and we know that Saturn rules both the sign Capricorn, and it's one of the original rulers of the sign Aquarius. So that's going to give you a good spell of time there, and that starts on Wednesday the 11th at 10:38 p.m. through the 12th, through Friday the 13th, through the 14th. The moon moves into Aquarius on the 14th, so we continue into the 15th and 16th until 5:39 a.m. It's a nice spell of good days for you here, and also that kind of repeats this magic here of the 11th and the bear on the 12th, okay? Now, we know that you rolled Scorpio, so that's going to give you also Saturday the 7th, 1:18 a.m. through Sunday the 8th through Monday the 9th until right after lunch. Power days for you. You also rode Virgo, and we know that we have a new moon in Virgo. So we have very powerful energy for you. This new moon will trine your Taurus sun, and that will begin at 11:48 p.m. on the 1st into the 2nd, the new moon, into the 3rd, until the 4th, until lunchtime. All right. So you got some really great power here this month for you, Taurus. I'm really excited for you. I think that you have a lot of great gifts to give the world. You need to make more room, more space for this time, and know this is kind of royal energy. Like you have really really great things to share with the world. And so give yourself the space and the time to get into the details of what you need to do to share those gifts. Those gifts don't have to be shared right this second. They just need to be attended to. Okay. Have a fabulous month of September.